First on Channel 4, it's the last quarter-final decider in Countdown.
Thank you. Welcome to Countdown and the last of our quarterfinals. We've got 3 semi-finalists. We're looking now for the 4th. So will you please meet and greet our number 4 and number 5 seed, Mary Horswell and Stanley Ward. Yes, here's Stanley, the retired headmaster and classics teacher from Plimpton in Plymouth. He's 73, married with a son and 2 grandchildren, and he had a very worthwhile trip up to the studio here back in early February. It began with a victory over Tony Buffy, and Tony was the number 8 seed. He lost to Chris Rogers in our first quarter-final on Thursday. And then he went on to win 2 further games before losing to Christopher Jones. So his 4-game total of 218 points gave him an average of 54.5 and makes him our number 5 seed. So good luck to you, Stanley Ward. And Mary Horswell, well, you remember way back in early January, those snowy days of January, immediately after our Championship of Champions, Mary Horswell appeared on Countdown and she won 6 straight games before being defeated by just 1 point against Paul Strudrick. Now, to refresh your memory, Mary is from Barnsley in South Yorkshire. She's married with 2 children and, well, we can't quite believe this, 3 grandchildren. She works part-time as a secretary and bookkeeper. She accumulated 370 points from her 7 games at an average of 52.9. So that makes her our number 4 seed. Welcome, the galloping granny, Mary Horswell. So, a couple of grandparents here, which is rather strange, really, in the quarter-final, so rather nice as well. Now, yesterday, our guardian of the dictionaries, Pete Murray, was in artful mood with the winning 7-letter word, dodgier. And he followed that with a very odd 8-letter word. It was acceptable, it was allowed, groviest, meaning, well, grovy means woody. Well, would he come back today to repeat the triumph? No, he said he wouldn't. So instead, we welcome back the groovy David Jacobs.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I have to tell you, I was rather startled that Pete Murray actually knew an 8-letter word. That was probably because he was helped by the man with the dictionary, Richard Sampson.
Thanks, David. No help at all. Hello there.
Well, Carol's rather amused by this badinage, are you not, Carol, between these 2?
I am, yes. You're always
pros.
saying what a hard time I give you, but these 2 are putting a different light on it.
They've been at it a long time, haven't they?
So to speak.
So to speak. Well, we've a short time to go before we come to the end of today's programme. Just to remind you that so far through we have Chris Rogers, we have Andy Cusworth, and yesterday you saw Darren Shacklady go through. So we're looking for the 4th, Mary Horswell or Stanley Ward. So, Mary, it's your turn.
Consonant, please, Carol.
We start then with S.
Consonant.
Z.
Consonant.
R.
Vowel.
That's U.
Vowel.
I.
Consonant.
N.
Consonant.
F.
Vowel.
O.
And another vowel, please.
Another vowel. And E.
Fee, fi, fo, fum. Let's see what happens. Stanley?
6.
What's yours, Stanley?
Frozen.
Yes, Frozen's F6. Mary?
In furs.
Well, 6 and 6. David?
Yeah, we only got another 6. We got in furs, but we also got fusion.
Fusion, that's
Yeah.
right. But we can't beat 6.
No.
No. All right, well, we started with a 6 yesterday, and we had a very tight game yesterday, if you recall. It was a rather difficult game, actually, but 6 was our starter yesterday. So let's see what round 2 brings us. And Stanley, please choose.
A consonant, please, Carol.
Thank you, Stanley. P.
And another.
M.
And a third.
He was on yesterday, yes. D.
And a fourth, please.
And B.
A vowel.
A.
Another vowel.
I.
Another vowel.
E.
And a consonant, please.
V.
And a consonant.
And other consonants, thank you. And C.
VC as opposed to CV, but rearrange them at your will. Here we go. Yes, Stanley.
6.
6. Mary.
6.
Mary's 6.
Vamped.
Yes, vamped for 6. Stanley.
Advice.
And advice. So vamped, advice, good. Another 6 there. David.
Well, we've actually got a 7-letter word, but I have to reveal that it has nothing to do with me at all. I've never heard of it. But Richard will explain it and tell you what it is.
Yes, this is a word I've come across in my foreign travels in Asia. The word is pedicab, P-E-D-I-C-A-B. It's a pedal-operated rickshaw. Pedicab for 7.
Pedicab.
Very good.
Well, a pedicab. Good. You don't see that often mentioned here on British television, but there it is. Pedicab for whatever it was, 7. Well, here we got 12 and 12, and we're down to round 3 with you, Mary.
Consonant, please, Carl.
S.
Another one.
T.
And another.
Another one. W.
Vowel, please.
That is O.
Vowel.
I.
Consonant.
S.
Consonant.
L.
Vowel.
A.
And another vowel, please.
And that is E.
Good. Lots of vowels and not much time. Here we go. Yes, that's time. Mary.
7.
7 and Stanley.
7.
Stanley 7.
Slowest.
Slowest. Mary.
Witless.
Witless. Slowest. Witless. That's ours for 7. David.
We've actually got an 8-letter word, I'm happy to say, just because I couldn't be beaten by Mr. Murray. So we'll isolate him. Isolates.
Yep, everything's there for that. Isolates for 8.
It is, yes. Isolate for 8. Isolates, in fact. Isolates for 8. Well, the scores are 19 and 19. These are very tight matches in the middle order here of the seedings. So, Stanley, numbers, please.
1 large and 5 small, please, Carol.
Thank you very much. We'll take that one. And 5 small ones. Thank you, Stanley. The numbers then are 9 and 9, 4 and 2, 6 and 50. And the target for you both, all the 4s. 4, 4, 4.
4, 4, 4. Here we go. Well, looks as though one or two of you got it. 444, Stanley.
444.
And Mary.
444.
All right, let's hear you, Mary.
9 times 50 is 450.
9 50s are indeed.
And take away the
450
6.
and take away the 6, yes. 444.
Yes, Stanley.
Just the same.
Okay, right. No sense of occasion, Cecil, has he?
No, not really.
Big moments
We'll try
like this.
harder.
Yeah.
Try harder.
You give him what for?
I will do. I'll go round the back and do that.
Yes, kick our high-tech computer. The only high-tech thing we got here is this felt tip pen, I tell you. No, 29 and 29 on my score sheet. Yes, the board confirms it. So that's the position for these two. Nothing given, no quarter given by either of them, so they can take a breather. And into the break we go with David.
Watching the programme a short while ago, Sheridan Morley was recapturing lovely accounts of his godfather, Noel Coward. And I was reminded of when I had a chat show on television in the days of Associated Rediffusion. That's a long time ago. It was called Sunday Night with David Jacobs. And I desperately wanted Noel Coward to come on the programme. He was in London. I telephoned him at his hotel at the Savoy. And he said, "You want to come round, dear boy? Talk to me about it." And I went round on the Saturday for drinks. And I was greeted by his secretary, Cole Leslie. And he introduced me to Peter Graves and Vanessa Lee and Graham Payne and to the master, Noel Coward. And we had a little bit of a chat, but the master said to me, "You better stay for lunch, dear boy, stay for lunch." So I thought that was rather smart, and I did indeed stay and have a lunch hors d'oeuvre, just Noel Coward and myself. And at the end of the lunch, as it was drawing to a close, I said to him, "Look, you know it's terribly important to me. Will you please come on my television programme? The British viewers long to see you." And he looked at me and straightened the eyes and said, "You're very, very beguiling, but no." And he never did. That was it.
Yeah, but I don't think he appeared on many chat shows, did he, really?
I don't think he ever did any. I think he once was interviewed on a long programme with Russell Harty. No, but not on the chat show.
Okay, so the man who said no to David Jacobs.
Right.
There's plenty of women out said no to David Jacobs, but not so many men, I expect.
I'm very glad they did, some of them.
Anyway, I think we better bring the curtain down on this one, and we'll be with you again, we hope, in part 2. Thank you. Well, we are halfway through our last quarter-final. We're looking for our fourth semi-finalist, and who's it going to be? Who can say? Look, Mary Horsfield, our number 4 seed, she's on 29, and Stanley Ward, number 5 seed, also on 29. So what will happen? I'll shut up and let battle recommence with you, Stanley.
Consonant, please, Carol.
L.
And another.
T.
And a third.
And S.
And a fourth, please.
M.
And a vowel, please.
I.
Another vowel.
Vowel. O.
Another vowel.
A.
A consonant.
K.
And another consonant.
And we end with R.
So there's 9 in the line, 30 seconds is the time. And that's time, Stanley.
8.
Good, Mary.
7.
Right, here's 7.
Mortals.
Yes, mortals, mere mortals. None in this side of the house, I can tell you, they're terrific, but that's mortals. And now Stanley an 8.
Moralist.
Moralist. Everything there for that? Let's just have a look. If everything is there, and it is, it's going to be a goodie, and it's going to be 8 points. Very useful points for Stanley. Well done. Yes, they're admiring looks from
Yes.
Dictionary Corner.
Well, we both got moralists. Richard and I at much the same time as Stanley, so we're delighted to be a trio of moral type people, moralists.
We believe them, don't we? Yes. They've such honest faces, those two. Anyway, Stanley, that's good for you. Resolved things to a certain extent. 29.37. And Mary, your turn now.
Consonant, please, Carl.
H.
Another one.
S.
Another.
G.
Vowel.
E.
Vowel.
I.
Consonant.
D.
Consonant.
G.
Consonant.
R.
Vowel.
And A.
That's it. Mary's selection, and the time for her starts now. Now then, Mary.
7.
7, Stanley.
7.
Stanley's 7.
Shadier.
Shadier, and yours, Mary.
Shadier.
Shadier. Yep, well, obviously that's fine.
Got an 8, I'm afraid. Sorry that you didn't get it, either of you. Shaggier. Shaggier.
Yeah?
It's in the book, isn't it?
Absolutely. Shaggier, more unkempt, more coarse, more hairy.
Well, I know a chap like that. But I won't mention a name, of course.
36 and 44 then. And 3 rounds to go. Last letters game to you, Stanley.
A consonant, please.
Thank you, Stanley. D.
And another.
Y.
And another.
P.
And another.
And T.
A vowel, please.
U.
Another vowel.
O.
Another vowel.
E.
A consonant.
H.
And a consonant.
And a consonant. Thank you. X.
Good, well, it had to come, and here it is. So let's stop the clock. Yes, Stanley.
6.
You've got 6. Mary?
6.
Stanley, 6.
Pouted.
Pouted. Pouted, and yours, Mary?
Pouted.
Right. Amazing. It's amazing. Well, pouted for 6, David.
Yeah, we got pouted, but we also got deputy. Well, Richard got deputy. I was...
You deputised for me.
I deputised for him.
But deputy's only 6 as well.
Yep. Afraid so.
Yeah, so stuck on 6. So let's look at the scores now as we move into the last 2 rounds. 42 and 50. 8 points separating them. 20 points available, of course. So it's anyone's game. It really is. Mary, it's your choice of numbers.
1 big number and 5 small ones, please, Carol.
Okay, thank you. Let's do an inverted T, I think, for change. We have then 5 and 2, 4 and 3, 8 and a big E, 100. In the top row, and the targets, ooh, long way, 932.
Okay, our high-tech Cecil says 932. 932. Yes, 932 then, Mary.
932.
Good. Stanley.
930.
Right. Turn up for the book here. So 932 with Mary.
5 minus 2 is 3. Times 3 is, sorry,
Times 3 is 9.
yes. Times 100 is 900. 8
Right.
times,
Yeah.
8 times 4 is 32.
Yes, very good.
Another time.
Yep, 9 3 2.
Well, now, this is so nail-biting, I can't even bear to watch. I'm going to close my eyes during this. Don't you close your eyes, because you've got to keep your eyes skinned. So if you're both ready for this, please now reveal today's countdown conundrum. He's buzzed on 20 seconds to say.
Modernise.
Modernise. You will have happy eyes because... Oh, yes. Well, well, well. What a game, what a game. Absolutely terrific game. And there you see, and well, you saw it all happen. Need I say more? 52 to Mary and 60. And the place by the skin of his teeth almost, by those, by 10 seconds, 20 seconds to spare. Stanley Ward. Well done, Stanley. Congratulations. So mixed emotions, really, I suppose.
Yeah.
Glad to, it's an ordeal, but it would be nice to have won. Anyway, you've done so well, and you made a great name for yourself at home, didn't you, in those early days in January when you did so well. You enjoyed your run through countdown?
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, we very much enjoyed having you, and we can't believe you're a granny, and thousands of others can't, but this is for you, and I hope that you, it's just a little token saying Countdown 95 on it, so thank you very much indeed. And all the rest, the lovely lady, Mary Horsford.
Thank you.
Well, Stanley, you're in triumph now. Enjoy it while you can, because have I got news for you? You're on
I
again.
think I know what it is.
You're on again tomorrow. Do you know who you're playing?
I imagine the number 1.
You're playing the number 1. You're playing Chris Rogers. There's Chris, looking there, he's always looking keen, isn't he? Right. So it's young Chris and, well, venerable, I should say, venerable Stanley tomorrow. So from all of us here, until that day, we will say goodbye. David is taking the day off tomorrow. He'll be watching, but of course David will be back later, and David and Pete Murray will be back for the final on Friday. So until tomorrow, from all of us here, goodbye.
The new Countdown Puzzle magazine is out now, priced £1.65 from newsagents.